Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and before we start doing the Signature Arcana Spotlight Series on the final element, I do want to take at least one run to just play around with something different while I essentially talk about what's coming next. And when I say that, I mean kind of after the Spotlight Series is finished. Which is not to say that, you know, we're looking at like the end of anything aside from that series, because there's still plenty going on that I want to do, that I want to play around with. Like, there's still a lot happening. All I'm really getting at with this is that once the Signature Arcana Spotlight Series is done, where do we go next? What happens after that? Well, the way that I look at things, there's still plenty to be done. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get ourselves a setup here. There we go. Get ourselves a very aggressive build with things that I know how to use. Let's roll soundtrack choice. Alright, that's piano. Alright, I sincerely hope you're all having a wonderful day. I certainly don't wish ill upon any of you, especially if you're choosing to take the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. I know I don't have a gigantic audience or anything, but I very much do feel I have a good audience, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in and making me feel good about putting out my silly Wizard of Legend videos. And I know once Wizard of Legend 2 comes out, I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time trying to get good at that game. And I sure hope that you all are going to be going along with me on that ride. Because one thing that it does look like they did with Wizard of Legend 2 is they ramped up the difficulty. Either that or I'm just not used to how the game plays. And honestly, I think it's more so that than anything else. I'm just not used to how the game plays. Let's just go and see what happens. Alright, that's not too bad. Owie. You all saw that, right? He's oppressing me. Hey, come on down, guys. You're the next contestants on The Price is Wrong, bitch. Alright, so what am I thinking is going to come next? Well, obviously, I'm working on editing together the tier list videos, so you're just going to have to give me some time with that. I'm currently working on part 3, which is the Air Arcana, then after that is Earth, then Lightning, and then, of course, Chaos. Smooth. So, the obvious thing you should be expecting is for me to start doing the Signature Spotlight Series on the Chaos element, which I still feel it should just be Darkness and not Chaos, because not all of the spells are particularly chaotic. But that should be a lot of fun. But then once the tier list series is, or then once the Spotlight series is over, then what happens? Well, there are a couple of things I was thinking about for this, and the first thing I was thinking is that it's been a while since I've done any particular theme videos. And one thing that I was thinking about doing, even though I'm pretty sure it's going to open me up to some horrible, horrible things happening, is I am thinking about doing another Viewer Appreciation Week, but with a twist this time. And like I said, I'm aware that I'm probably in for a bad time with this particular idea, but I was thinking, if you guys are interested, that maybe I could do a Viewer Appreciation Week where I try to win with some of the worst possible runs you guys can come up with. Now, I don't know how I feel about going that particular route because that's just asking for trouble. That was a bad idea. And I don't think I can afford Bouncing Surge off of that. That's okay. I figured the Pendulum was the better purchase anyway. So I want you guys to let me know what you think about that. If you want to see me struggle with some of your worst conceived ideas, I can certainly try to make that work. The obvious idea with that is just to have fun with it. You know, if I win any of those runs, it'll just be... It'll essentially just be me showing off, if I'm being honest. And therein lies kind of the problem that I'm having with that, because I know I'm going to be made to eat those words, because my own hubris is going to get the better of me on a theme run like that. But obviously we don't need to come up with it. We don't need to come up with the runs right now or anything. There's still quite a bit of time before I'm going to be ready for that. So I just want you guys to think about what you could possibly put together as one of the worst runs you can think of. Like I said, take your time, because it's going to be a bit before I'm ready for that. Ugh. And both of those relics are good, but early game on them? Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I know I have one thing I can give to the Mimic, but... you know, obviously you want more things to give to the Mimic than just one thing that you found on the side of the road and just decided, yeah, this looks like good roadkill. The other thing I was thinking about is that I have been, like, this year has, well, both this year and last year have been great years for some Metroidvania titles. And I have downloaded a lot of them that I haven't put a lot of time into. So maybe I could also put... Wow. Well, that paid off. Give me that. Give me that. So maybe you guys would like to see a not even a Signature Spotlight Series. What am I talking about? Maybe you guys would like to see a series where I give my first impressions on some of the really interesting Metroidvanias that have come out recently. Like, the only thing that's stopping me from that one is that I still need to pick up Animal Well. I know I could use this for my one jump arcana, but I kind of want to just use it for the Mimic. But I think it would be a very, very interesting to put out a series of first impressions videos on some of these Metroidvania games that I've been picking up, because there's so many of them that are really interesting. And before anyone says anything, nope, still no real word on Silksong. Like, at this point, Silksong is looking more and more like vaporware. But I wonder if that's the case only because so many people are so excited for it that they're just, like, chomping at the bit to get any information they can about it. Like, there's a hype train for that game that didn't exist when the original Hollow Knight came out, because, like, when the original Hollow Knight came out, no one really had it on their radar. They were just like, yeah, this game looks interesting. Then after playing it, everyone went, holy fucking shit, I want more of that. And then Team Cherry did the stupidest thing they possibly could by announcing more of that, and everyone's like, I want it now! And now, at this point, they find themselves in the very unenviable position of having to deliver on this, like, legendary game. It's like if Valve were to just suddenly announce Half-Life 3, like, coming out tomorrow. Like, everyone would lose their minds. But because of how much hype has been built up around it, there is no possible way that they will deliver the product that everyone wants. And I think the same thing is going to happen with Silksong. No matter how good it is, there's no way that it's going to come out and suddenly cure cancer or anything. And it's going to leave people in this very disappointed mindset, even though what we're going to end up getting is going to be good. Make no mistake about it, but at this point, the hype train has kind of taken over, and there's just no particularly healthy outcome for this game, I'm afraid. All that to say that, even without Silksong, we've got some really good Metroidvania games that have come out in the last about year and a half or so. I reacted very poorly to that. I could have just jumped over the first volley of fireballs and been fine, but no, we can't just have that. I am not going to turn down sweets. Except for that one. That one I'm going to turn down. Wait. I'm going to pick it up anyway, because what I can do is I can sell it to Kremeyer, and he can take that back to his family, back in the mines and Undermine, and I can make myself a tiny little profit. See? Everyone wins. He gets treats, and I get cash. So, yeah, how would you guys feel about a series of videos going over my first impressions on a bunch of Metroidvania games? You guys like that idea? Would you be interested in seeing my opinions on something like that? Yeah, there's really jack shit there that I want, so fuck it, moving on. Let's see, I think I've got everything I want off this floor. Moving on. Nice. Alright, that's the boss room. Ooh, that was a good evade. All right. Okay, well, we definitely picked that up. Hey, Dark Sage, don't you think you should have waited to see if it was someone who's going to... you were going to have to donate an Arcana to? Eh, not necessarily. Definitely take that. Definitely take that. And Horsehead Man. Although, because we are wearing a yellow robe, I kind of want to wear that. You see, the reason why I'm not worried about that is because I can always give him Spiraling Typhoon. Alright, do we have anything... Okay, well now I'm feeling kind of salty for giving up Spiraling Typhoon, because there's nothing here I actually want. Guess I'll take that. And... Okay, so here's a difference between the Phantom update and the the update prior, which I'm not a fan of, which is that Earth Stomp Agent used to count as melee, so it could have gotten the Dark Katana bonus. It no longer counts for that, and now I'm sad. I don't know, sure, I'll take that. And combo down. Okay, that'll work. See, now that's the Nitro Glycerin barrels working for me. Okay, this one room just made an entire mockery of my whole run. Ugh. And that's what you get for going into something completely full of yourself. You get shoved into a corner and get the shit beaten out of you by bodybuilders. That's what you fucking get. Yeah, how dare I think that I had something good going for me. But that is the price that you sometimes pay for working with the retro floor plan. I was aware that something like that could happen. I just didn't think it would happen that decisively where I would lose all of my goddamn health in one room. So, yeah, there you go. But let me know what you guys think about the first impressions of a bunch of Metroidvania games. And definitely start planning out some terrible runs for me to try out. This does not count. This is a good run. I just ran into a bad room. Make of that what you will. But as always, I want to thank you guys for coming in and spending some of your free time here with me today. I very much do appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.